Feeling optimistic and hopeful about the future have been shown to be protective factors against depression and can even help to improve general health. Disputing negative thoughts is a proven method for increasing levels of optimism and hope. You've heard of the glass half empty versus the glass half full outlook? Well, this is a way to keep your glass topped up. We learn to think negatively in response to various social cues throughout our lives, from our families, from superstition about tempting the future, from low self-esteem, or maybe we found ourselves dwelling on some bad news in our lives. Being pessimistic about something can also be a protective behaviour, so that we avoid possible disappointment in the future. It's our reptilian brain kicking in that thinks by limiting risk, it will keep us safe. The problem with this is that it often stops us taking action that could result in improving our lives. These are sometimes called bullying thoughts, as they keep pushing us back, keeping us down, and generally making our lives a misery. So how do we take back control? The first thing to do is to recognise one of these pessimistic or bullying thoughts when it appears. Remembering that a thought is just that, a thought. It's not something real. You can't physically grab hold of it. We can challenge our thoughts by using the A-B-C-D-E model. A is for adversity. B are the beliefs attached to the thought. C is the consequences of that belief. D is for disputing that belief. And E is for energization. And this is what happens when you win. Okay, so how does this work in practice? Well, let's imagine that you see a job advert. The model says A equals adversity. So a little voice in your head says, you'll never get it. Other people are better qualified. You don't have enough experience. They probably have someone in mind. B equals belief. You think there's no point in applying, so you don't bother. C equals consequences. If you don't apply for the job, you certainly won't get it. D is dispute, and this is where you start fighting back. This is done in two parts. Firstly, what evidence do you have for that belief? If the role you're looking at is reasonable to apply for, given your experience and expectations, then all the rest is pure conjecture. You don't know that anybody with better qualifications is going to apply for the post, and you don't know that there's an internal candidate. You've probably applied for jobs in the past and not got an interview, but so have lots of other people. And you've probably applied for jobs and had interviews and even been offered the post. Was there anything that you did in the past where you didn't get an interview that you could change this time round? What could you do differently? The second aspect is to look at the implications of failure. In this example, the worst case scenario is that you've wasted an hour filling in the forms. However, the best case scenario is that you get the job and all the positives you hope that it brings. Or it could mean that applying for the job provides practice, making you better prepared for the next application. The second part is listing positive facts, real and indisputable, that show why you have a good chance of being offered the job. You can think about all the other roles that you've been offered and were good at, all the extra experience you can now offer an employer, the good references you have, and the fact that your CV is now up to date and ready to be submitted. You recognise you won't get every job you apply for, and that sometimes you won't be the strongest candidate, but you can't control that. What you can control is the decision to make the application. See the difference? Improving your ability to recognise when thoughts are unhelpful opens up a lot more options and builds confidence, both essential keys to better well-being.